How do you choose the right business insurance deductible? Good question. Hi, my name is Ryan Hanley, founder and president of Rogue Risk, where we do insurance differently, specifically by giving you knowledge and information to make the right insurance decision. Now, this Good Question series is all about giving small business owners and leaders like yourself the insurance foundation upon which you can take risk to grow your business. And that way, if something happens when you take that risk, you have your insurance to fall back on as long as it's covered peril. If you like this content, hit the like button. If you want more of it, hit the subscribe button. That just helps more small business owners and leaders like yourself find this content. Okay, when it comes to business insurance deductibles, a couple things to think about. Your deductibles are incredibly important on your personal insurance, right? Your comprehensive coverage, your collision coverage on your home. It's the deductible that you pay. Everyone's very familiar with the deductible on a home insurance policy. And from a property perspective, the deductible on your business insurance is going to be very similar. That's the portion of a loss that is removed in exchange oftentimes for a reduction in premium. And the major difference in this particular compartment of a deductible for business insurance is that I would tend to push my business insurance clients a little bit to increase their deductible. Say a standard homeowner's insurance deductible is somewhere around $1,000 to $2,000 a year. I would push my business insurance clients to 25 at a minimum, 5,000, even 10,000, mostly because we don't want to be putting in a lot of property claim losses if we can afford it on our business insurance policies. That's going to drive premiums up. It's going to drive them up quickly, and you just don't want that. You want your business insurance to be for catastrophic losses. Things like business interruption. If we read a lot of Main Street businesses, and unfortunately a really odd thing that happens in Main Street businesses is cars plow into these buildings. Someone hits the accelerator instead of the brake, and all of a sudden they're up off the sidewalk and in the front. In that scenario, you're going to have to pay for the property loss. You're going to have to probably shut your business down for a period of time while the vehicle is removed and the damage is fixed, and that's a loss of income or business interruption claim. You're going to have a deductible there, and you really want to save it for when you have that catastrophic loss. A small water loss that causes $1,500 in damage to be repaired, that's not the kind of claim you want to put in on a business insurance policy, just because you don't want your premiums going up for something like that, right? Every situation is different, and I'm not trying to tell you how to run your business, but that is something that we advocate for specifically on business insurance policies. It also reduces your yearly or monthly spend on insurance because you have a higher deductible, which can help with cash flow in general. Now, there can be deductibles on liability policies. There are pros and cons to this. We often, in most cases, do not advocate for deductible on liability claims only because the difference in premium for most small businesses is insignificant. There are specific examples where that is not the case, and in those cases, we do talk through our clients why that's something they may want to consider. But in the small business space in particular, in general terms, having a deductible on your liability policy does not make sense. Now, when you get into things like errors and omissions coverage, professional liability, cyber liability, EPLI or employment practices liability, some of these specialty liability coverages, they will come with retention or maybe a deductible. Oftentimes that's not the case. It's a retention. Retentions are similar to deductibles. I'm not going to break down exactly what they are, but it is important to understand that these policies come with retentions, and again, you want to be cognizant of what they are. Oftentimes the carrier is going to dictate a minimum, so they're going to say where you have to have at least a $2,500 retention or at least a $5,000 retention. You'll see this a lot on commercial umbrellas. You can then increase that retention in exchange for a reduction in premium quite often, and that's something to consider. So finding the right deductible, choosing the right deductible is really just about having a conversation with your insurance professional, understanding what your risk tolerance is, what your cash flow or just cash on hand is in the event that there is a loss, and then talking through what the cost benefit analysis is versus increasing it or keeping it the same on that particular policy. So that's how you choose the right deductible. If this is a conversation that you want to have, need to have, or aren't having with your current professional, please give us a call, 518-960-6600. You can talk to one of our licensed professionals today, or if you'd rather start the conversation online, go to roguerisk.com. That's roguerisk.com. I'm sure there's a button or a link somewhere around this video as well that can help you start the process. Whichever way you choose, we look forward to working with you.